everyone, I'm Barb from the Needle and Thread Emporium here in Sudbury, Ontario. Actually, I don't live right in the greater Sudbury area. I live north, just north of the city in a little community called Garson. It's a nice little area here and we have lots of snow. I think we got, oh gee, it has to be over a foot overnight, but I'll show you how beautiful. Look, if you love snow, and oh, there goes a little plow for someone's driveway. We just absolutely love the north. It's so peaceful and all year round, but I love winter. I never used to be a winter person, but you know what? As long as you're prepared for it, we're all good. We got a big plow for our driveway, so it can snow like crazy, and we're all good up here. We just have to plow every morning. So we're excited to have the snow finally. We have a pond out back, and my daughter-in-law the last week has been on it trying to get it shoveled off, because we like to have an ice skating rink for whoever wants to come skating on our pond. So it's a lot of fun. The kids have, and when I say kids, they're not kids, they're my adults, but they're my kids, so I refer to them as kids. The kids love to do snowmobiling and that sort of thing, so they're all excited for the snow that's finally here. It should have been here a month ago. So I'm just checking in with everybody and letting everybody know what I'm up to. Okay, so I have decided, I've got my 100 block quilt done. That was my first quilt, large quilt. It fit a king size bed actually. So finally that's done. And now it makes room for me to do things for my store. So what I've decided is I'm taking different patterns and I'm going to give them a go so that everybody can see what they look like instead of just a picture on the pattern book. You know, I want you guys to see me doing it. I have not quilted for very long. Like I said, that was my first large quilt that I had done, and that was just over a year ago that I had started it. So first thing I'm going to show you is, and this is not for your first quilt. I would suggest do not do this if this is your first quilt. This is for someone that's confident beginner. So maybe you got 1 or 2 quilts under your belt. Like me, I did one, but I'm doing it. I'm going to show you that this can be done. This is by So Kind of Wonderful. It's the Mod Flamingos, and sorry, this is black and white. I always print my patterns in black and white just because I'm not wasting my colored ink. This has a lot of color. So look this up on my website to see the colored version. This sells for, I think it's $9.99 on my website, and it comes to you via email as a PDF. So I'm going to do this. I will suggest to you, though, if you do these, there's a ton of cutting. There's a ton of pieces and different sizes and different cuts with the QCR Mini, which is right here. And you need this for these patterns. This one takes the QCR Mini. Tons of cuts. So I resorted to using sandwich bags for each of my different cuts. These are my background colors. They're going to be beautiful. I have a pile of sandwich bags. This is the Flamingo's main body, and there's 4 different super vibrant, bright pink fabrics. And again, I have those in a different sandwich bag. So, and label them. That's super important. Label your sandwich bags and pre-cut everything. Then do your piecing. I'm not quite done yet. I think I've got a few more. Yeah, I've got 3, 4. Oh geez, I got about 10 more cuts to do. Like 10 more sandwich bags. Incredible. But this is going to be, it's going to be beautiful when it's done. So I'm doing this so that, you know, when I'm doing like maybe some quilt shows or whatever, I can bring this and show you what the QCRs will do. And I will do some videos. I'm just waiting for a light to hold my cell phone and over my work table. I'm waiting for that. And then I want to get to some videos and how-tos. Not really, just, more videos, a quick little, how to, I guess, for my website for those. One thing I'm going to suggest too with the QCRs, if you haven't used them, make sure to practice on some old material first. I feel like after a couple cuts, I actually started getting the swing of it. At first, it was really intimidating. I was quite intimidated by it. And I did a couple screw ups at the beginning, but I quickly figured it out. So do that. Make sure you practice. Another thing I'm going to do, I don't know if my sewing case panel is online. I haven't looked, but I want to show you this. If it isn't online, it's going to be online. So this is strictly the panel, the wool applique panel. It's not a pattern for the sewing case, but I did manage to locate a pattern for that sewing case, or close to it. It's around the same size. So I'm going to give this a go. I have, as everybody knows, I think, I am a painter. And I used to paint on canvas, on large pieces of canvas, floor cloths. So I have all this canvas. So I'm going to make this bag. It may not be perfect. I haven't made anything with a zipper for many, many years. So this is going to be a little challenge for me, but I'm going to try this. I'm going to make the pattern, the panel, and I'm going to do that. So this is something I'm working on as well. And last but not least, I'm taking Licorice All Sorts by Wendy Williams, and I'm going to start this as a sample. So this one is pieced with chambray. Wendy Williams pieced this with chambray. The black is Japanese yarn-dyed linen, which I got out of Toronto. This beautiful, it's not black, it's charcoal, but I like that. So I'm going to have to use some really, obviously I'm going to use bright colors. So I'm starting this again, strictly for samples on my website, so everybody can see that I did this being somewhat of a newbie, which, you know what, I'm confident. For piecing, I can do that piecing, no problem, but I'm excited to do the embroidery bits, I'll tell you. So it's not going to be in those colors. I'm going to maybe do something a little different for color. So I'm starting that. Again, these are available on my website. And on my website, with the Licorice All Sorts, it comes with black Japanese yarn-dyed linen and a good chunk of carbon paper to transfer your embroidery. And if you have a light box, that's great, use it. If you don't have a light box, I use my window and trace. You tape it and trace it with your carbon paper. It works perfect. In fact, I've done it right on my working table with a light. Like, you really don't have to have a light box. So anyways, back to the QCRs. The QCR Mini and the regular size QCR, they both come with patterns, I believe, for table runners, which are really cute. So if you buy this, it comes with a free pattern. So I'm doing that. And with the Licorice All Sorts, all the mandala embroidery is going to be done with painter's threads and a little bit of House of Embroidery threads, so that it's everything that I'm selling on my website. I really want you guys to see what these products look like, firsthand. So I'm doing that. I'm planning on placing an order with Painter's Threads out of Germany. I want to get all their soft cotton floss. Soft cotton floss I say it's almost like butter. It kind of, when you're using it, it kind of just melts into everything. It's similar to like a DMC 6 strand, about that size, maybe a little bit bigger. But it's not stranded, so you can't divide it. It's undivided. It is absolutely one of my favorite threads, but you can use it for any hand stitchery, any embroidery, cross stitch, everything. You can weave with it. You can use it for embellishing your wool appliques, whether that's Sue Spargo or Wendy Williams or whoever. Don't be afraid to go away from always using Purl 8s. You can mix it up. Use your Purl 8s with some stranded floss, some embroidery stranded floss. Use that too. You don't have to always stick with one thing. And in fact, it's nice to mix it up because it will add some texture and interest to your pieces. That's my artist coming out in me, you know, layer and mix it up and add interest to your piece. So something I'm going to show you. So I think everybody's seen this wonderful block that was given to me by Creekbank Sewing. They're one of my wholesale customers. Anyways, Minerva gave me this beautiful pattern, and I decided I'm doing all my embellishing using painter's threads. So this here, it's hard, I don't have my glasses on, I'm sorry. It's either I think this is shimmer floss I used. And this one here, the gold in this, I kind of did a back stitch, and then I did, what's that called? Like a weave within the back stitch with using metallic twist. So, yeah, I can't remember. The red was House of Embroidery 6-stranded floss. And then the gold was metallic twist, but you can't see the metallic part of it. But it's beautiful, and I'm going to order some metallic threads, which are spectacular. That's coming up. I'm trying to do like full colorways, and it's really hard with painters for me because I am a small business. I'm just starting out, and each product has 40 colorways. So, it's a lot for me to put into that. When I wanted House of Embroidery, embroidery floss, and Valdani Pearl cottons and all my Sue Spargo wools. So I had a lot of products that I need to invest in to get started. So gradually I'm going to try and do the full colorways with my painters. So anyways, I think that's everything I wanted to tell everybody. I just wanted to show everybody, what I'm up to in the new year. I'm really going to try to do a lot of sewing pertaining to my website. Creating things out of my flosses. Oh, and speaking of flosses, so my House of Embroidery, I have pearl cottons. They come on a little card with 3 colorways, or 1 colorway, 3 variations. And they're really, House of Embroidery is really beautiful. They're out of Africa. And Strand of Floss from House of Embroidery is amazing. I can't even explain to you how amazing it is. I'm in love with it. The colors are luscious and the quality is amazing, and a very good price point. Coming out of Africa, like that it was a really good price point on those products, and they're perfect for, like I said, wool applique, just regular cotton applique, any embroidery, like match it up and to what you need on your project. Oh, they're so beautiful. So I use a really good light and a box to do my pictures on my website for House of Embroidery. And the colors that are on my website, I would say they're like almost bang on. I guess it depends on your computer as well, but when I look at it on my computer, there's no difference in color. But you won't be disappointed in House of Embroidery 6-stranded floss. Is spectacular stuff. So yeah, so this year that's what I'm doing. I'm going to create using all my products so everybody can see what I'm using it for, and maybe you get a better idea of how to use it, and to show you how easy these patterns are from Wendy Williams. And like I said, I'll have some little videos and that sort of thing on how I maybe transfer the patterns for my embroidery, as well as how I cut the QCR Mini. And if you're curious, look it up. So Kind of Wonderful, a QCR Mini, and they have videos on there as well that you can watch, and you can get an idea of how to use it. As well, I don't think I told you. So I found that pattern. I'm going to try and have those patterns on my website for those little sewing cases. I just got to contact the designer. She's out of Vancouver, Canada, which is really nice. I want to do some products from Canada. So if I can get a hold of her and see if she's okay with it, that's the plan. I want to provide those little patterns for that case. Anyways, we're going on almost 17 minutes of video, and I'm probably boring you silly. So I hope everybody has a great day. And if you're in the north or in a snowy area, hopefully you get out and have some fun, do some snowshoeing or skiing or whatever your winter activities are. I know this weekend I'm doing some snowshoeing with my husband. So everybody take care. Follow me on social media, sign up for my email subscription on my website, because I'm going to be having sales and coupons throughout the year. So everyone take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.